But yeah,
that was that.
In other news this week, we had Alec Baldwin, who accidentally shot and killed a female coworker with a prop gun. Not a real thing, a prop gun, but turned out it was real.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part about it. But this happened before, actually. So there was a case, Bruce Lee's son in, I forgot what year it was, but he was killed on set for a movie by a prop gun. So there's a few of these happening recently, or before.
What's the word of why add prop when clearly it's gun? It's gun out here.
So so basically the situation is Alec Baldwin. He's known for a few movies. Well, he's done I think like 50 plus. He's done quite a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know he's known for Mission Impossible. He's been in that, The Departed, a few others.
Oh, The Departed was sick.
Yeah, that was a sick movie, to be fair. And but it's come out recently that he has killed a fellow co-worker pretty much with a prop gun. And so her name was Helena Hutchins, and she was the cinematographer for the movie. And it's a really sad story because it was a big accident, really. So like Alec Baldwin, there was no malicious intent behind it. Like he had no idea this gun, which was meant to be a prop gun, was actually loaded with live rounds, so real bullets.
Who the fuck put? Wait! You need to explain this shit. You need to explain who put real bullets in this.
So for many years now, even in movies, on sets and stuff, they use real handguns with it's like a blank bullet. So it's everything that you would normally put in a gun, just with the tip removed, basically, which is the dangerous part.
Yeah.
So but they use real guns for the effects. So the realistic recoil, the muzzle flash, it just looks a lot better than going in afterwards and then adding it in effects.
Yeah.
So they've always used real guns, but the process is usually you would have to have multiple people checking it. Only a certain amount of people are allowed to even touch the gun, just so that it's not tampered with, exactly. And in this case, they haven't actually come out with an actual reason how it's happened. But the assistant director of the film picked up one of the 3 guns that was on the set, handed it to Alec Baldwin, and they began shooting a scene, and he fired the gun. And a real bullet came out and killed the cinematographer. And also it passed through her and hit the director in the arm. It injured the director but killed the cinematographer, unfortunately.
That's nuts.
But it's a wild accident. But then you look into it more and you find out that basically a few days earlier, there was incidents where 2 live rounds were fired on the same set from the guns. So they shot 2 real bullets a few days earlier.
So how the fuck did we get to it from a few days earlier? Clearly a massive fuck up took place, and then suddenly we're killing someone. Did no one do anything? What were people saying?
So a few of the cameramen actually in protest quit and walked off the set.
So people actually fucking quit because it was so dangerous.
Yeah, because people are just shooting around the set at this point. You don't know where the bullet's going to come flying past.
So people actually left. So it was such a big scandal that people left and they continued.
Yeah, and so they did the protests. They left, and what they're saying is that the complaints weren't passed up to the people who would deal with it.
Yeah,
they're saying they didn't ever hear of these complaints, but they've lost some cameramen.
Over what? If people are getting fired, you need to, or quitting, you need to see why.
It's like camera 2, pan. Camera 2? Who's on camera 2?
He's not even here. Nah, bro.
That's the first fuck up. It had already happened on the same set 2 days earlier. They had fired real rounds, and still there's nothing happened. And they went out, and the protest was because of gun safety specifically. It's not just unsafe conditions. It's gun safety that was lacking. And then you also find out that the head armorer, which is the person that supplies the weapons, supplies the information, the bullets, sets them up.
Wait, before you... So, is this the guy who actually gave him the bullets?
Yeah, so the head armorer is involved in supplying everything, the weapon, the bullets, everything, setting it up, making it safe, blah, blah, blah. And the head armorer, I don't know, I don't want to say it, but it's a woman who seems to have got the job based on her dad. So her dad is...
Nepotism.
Her dad's quite famous in... something to do with guns. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he works with guns. He's quite famous, and apparently on her this was her second ever time being the armorer for a set, and apparently the first time she didn't even really want the job because she didn't really feel ready. And then it also came out that she admitted that loading blanks into the gun was one of the scariest things she's ever done. loading a blank into a gun was the scariest thing. How are you hiring a head armor who's scared to put fake bullets into a gun?
So instead she decided, you know what's less scary? Let's put real shit in.
Yeah, well, we don't know. They haven't actually announced.
Mine is the tip.
Yeah.
Well,
this had the tip. The tip killed her, unfortunately.
What I don't understand. Why? So...
Yeah, it's just like failure everywhere.
Why is the live rounds and the blank rounds mixed up, first and foremost? Why the fuck isn't every bullet checked before it goes in?
Exactly.
Why are they not specifically ordering blanked bullets only?
That should be how it is, but I don't know how this happens. And then the person who's meant to be in charge of it was scared of the weapons that she's meant to be in charge of.
I think I got it. I think I know what's going on. So somebody had finally access to a real gun. They were like, or a gun that can be used with blank bullets. But if you put the real bullet in, it shoots fire like real. It shoots like for real.
It's a real gun.
It's a real gun.
It's a real gun. But if you put blanks in, it doesn't do it. But if you put a real bullet in, it shoots like regularly. Yeah,
it shoots regularly.
Yeah, exactly. So he got gassed, or whoever they had, they got gassed. And then finally, they were playing around with real bullets. They're shooting around in some area, and they're supposed to bring it in like it is, empty, no real bullets. But it just got a mix-up, natural mistake. Oh, I forgot. I was too baked. I was too drunk. Blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, pop.
Possibly.
That's a theory, though. I don't know. There's no evidence for this.
Obviously,
but
I'm speculating. I'm speculating.
He's making shit up.
He's making shit up. We're chatting shit.
It's the Let's Chat Shit. It's the Let's Chat Shit podcast. Let man speculate. Can I speculate?
So. But yeah, it was so all these checks are meant to happen beforehand. Only a certain amount of people are meant to touch the gun.
Yeah.
It's meant to be checked by multiple people before it goes. But it just seems that a loaded gun was left on the set. The assistant director picked it up, gave it to Alec Baldwin, and announced cold gun, which is basically signaling like it's not live rounds.
Yeah.
The gun's safe to use. It's been checked. Everything's okay.
But why are we announcing all guns should be cold in the fucking set? That's why I don't get it. Why are we announcing this? It's just shocking that for me is that why is there live rounds at all on the premises?
Yeah, that's what's confusing. Like that makes no sense. That thing I get using live guns because of the reasons I said about looks better and stuff like that. But why is it loaded? For what reason do you need it loaded with real ammunition in that?
In any situation, in how any of those come in. And you know what was trending? Alec Baldwin for prison.
Really?
Trending
I don't.
That's on social media.
Yeah, the Twitter niggas are always catching people.
I don't agree with that because I feel like he had the least.
It's not his fault. Yeah, it's not his fault technically. Like he's told to grab the thing. He's told to shoot.
Calling him a murderer and everything.
But
I mean, he is, but
I would place personally more blame on the head armourer, who seems incompetent, to be honest.
Exactly, there are people responsible.
How can you be scared of your job? That's going to lead to a fuck up. That's going to lead to a fuck up if you're scared of your job.
And what a risky job to be scared of. Like, come the fuck on. Like, there are certain jobs. Do not take it if you are unable to do. If you're not qualified or unable to do it, because there's lives on the line for that reason. And to be honest, she has to take the hit for that.
Imagine if you're a firefighter and you're afraid of fire. Like what?
And people are dying. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Not gonna lie to you. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
Firefighter. I didn't know I was fighting fires. Nah, incompetence, bro. That's. I think that's what most of it happens. It's just incompetence, bro.
So it's really sad, but I think this will affect his career. To be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately.